Tonight on Q2, a suspicious death.
A man is found dead in a vehicle in the middle of a Billings roadway.
Well, I was asleep, and at 10:30 I heard some popping noises. I thought it was car backfiring or maybe gunfire.
We'll have the latest on what police and residents are saying.
Plus, heartbreak at the dog park.
We were racing to get medical attention for him, hoping that we could save his life.
A routine trip turns deadly after a small dog is attacked by a much bigger dog.
And tossing the dough.
My mom's chocolate chip cookies really started it for me when I was a little kid.
A 17-year-old opens her own bakery in the heart of Harlowton.
The MTN 530 news starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Russ Riesinger.
And I'm Andrea Lutz. Tonight, the latest on an overnight death involving a man found shot in his pickup truck.
Well, so far, the investigation revealed the man was in his 50s, but how he died isn't exactly clear. The incident sparked the closure of 15th Street West.
Our Kelsey Boggs speaks with residents in that area to learn what they heard.
Late Monday evening, Billings police officers responded here to 15th Street West, near Broadwater Avenue, where they located a single male in his 50s, deceased in his truck.
It's really a pretty nice neighborhood.
On 15th Street West, residents enjoy the peace and quiet.
Fairly quiet. I've never had any big problems.
But on Monday evening,
Until last night.
Everything changed.
I feel sorry that it happened for the individual and the family. It doesn't happen here a lot.
According to Billings police, officers responded to the area of 15th Street West and Broadwater Avenue and discovered a deceased male inside of his truck parked in the middle of the road with a gunshot wound. As of Tuesday afternoon, investigators were still trying to determine if the wound was self-inflicted or from another shooter.
I went ahead and called the police.
Jack Jackson, whose bedroom window faces where the incident occurred, believes it was the latter.
I was asleep, and at 10:30 I heard some popping noises. I thought it was car backfiring or maybe gunfire. So I looked out my window.
He witnessed two vehicles speeding away from the scene, but is unsure of their connection.
This morning I did call the police and just told them what I saw.
Police say there is no known threat to the public and will release more information when it becomes available. Residents remain shaken up, but that won't stop them from enjoying where they live.
It's just a sign of the times. A lot more people here, so I think it's going to happen, but I don't like it, No one likes it, but I still like the town.
It's a sad fact of life. It happens, and it's too bad that it does. I still like the neighborhood.
In Billings, Kelsey Boggs, MTN News.
A trip to the dog park quickly turned to heartbreak as a family watched their Chihuahua get killed by another much larger dog. As the family searches for answers, they're hoping their story can be a lesson for other dog owners. Our Charlie Kleps looks into the case.
What began as a typical day at the Centennial Dog Park quickly turned to a nightmare on Sunday for one Billings family, and emotionally, they're still trying to recover.
I was no more than 2 feet away.
It all happened quickly.
It was so fast, unbelievably fast.
And before they knew it, the Bodine family's 16-year-old Chihuahua Rocco was in the jaws of another dog.
I really don't remember every detail other than just falling to my knees and trying to shove my own arm inside of his mouth.
As the initial shock passed, panic set in.
His body fell and hit the ground, and he squealed, but I could tell his neck was at a strange angle.
And I just picked my dog up and left. I didn't care whose dog it was. It was about my dog.
The Bodines rushed out of the dog park hoping to get Rocco medical attention. Unfortunately, they were too late.
That was our first dog together. It was a present to my daughter. She grew up with that dog.
It's just the unfairness of it, the shock wears off and then the sadness creeps in. And
through social media, the Bodines have been actively trying to track down the owners of the other dog, but haven't made contact yet. They have been working with animal control, who they say is investigating the incident. At the very least, Sunday's incident raising questions over the safety of the dog park.
I was horrified, I'll be honest. I couldn't imagine.
Fellow Centennial Park visitor Latasha Stafford was shocked when she heard the story, immediately trying to put herself in the Bodine's shoes.
And even with Bjorn, I know he's bigger and he'd be able to hold his own, but him just getting attacked would also be awful.
An awful experience that has Stafford hoping dog owners in Billings commit to following the rules.
But if you know your dog has the tendency to attack other dogs, you should take it upon yourself to follow the rules and keep them away from other dogs so incidents don't occur.
And while the Bodines are still overcome with sadness, they're hoping their incident can help educate others.
Now the conversation's rolling and hopefully they do become safer places.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
And today, ground was broken on a new dog park, this one at North Park. It's another update to the park as Billings Parks and Rec looks to breathe new life into the Billings East Urban Renewal District. Fisher Industries and Superior Concrete donated labor and concrete cost. After the dog park is complete, work will begin on a new disc golf area.
The Billings Airport hit another milestone in its quest to bring additional daily flights to Billings. The city's Air Service Commission officially reached their matching goal to utilize $1 million in grant money. A $50,000 grant from the Montana Department of Commerce puts the commission at $750,000, which is the prerequisite for that federal grant. The money would fund a daily nonstop flight to either Los Angeles or San Francisco.
At first it was supposed to be for mostly tourism, but I believe that it's a lot better that it gives us access to a lot of the technology that's in California. Our ag technology could be a lot better, and it's because we haven't had access.
We have a lot of passengers that are traveling between Los Angeles Basin and Billings, as well as San Francisco and Billings, and so we want to serve those passengers and that demand with direct flights on a daily year-round basis.
Officials are currently negotiating with air carriers for the route, and summer schedule's already set, so the flights won't start until the fall.
Let's jump in with the Stockman Bank weather cam. Talk about today, where we reached 62 for a high, 34 for the low. We were pretty close to average. The difference between yesterday and today, the wind, top wind gust was only 18 miles per hour. Stayed dry, obviously. It's pretty comfortable across the region. Heading into tomorrow, all the red shaded regions show where we expect warmer than average temperatures across almost all of Montana and northern Wyoming. Get into the weekend and temperatures will be fairly close to average or even a little bit cooler than average. The big difference will be, well, we're starting off with 0 chance of rain regionally for tomorrow. By the time we get to Saturday, anywhere from about a 5 to 10% chance of rain in northeastern Montana to perhaps 90% in the mountains.
In the heart of Harlowton, a new bakery is open. Now, from the outside, it looks like a typical business. This one is owned by a 17-year-old girl.
In tonight's Positively Montana story, Haley Monaco takes us inside Chloe's kitchen.
Positively Montana is sponsored by Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative.
Most teens are still trying to figure out their lives, but not one girl in Harlowton, as she's already a business owner. I'm a foodie, you know, I just love food and making it.
With some flour, sugar, and dedication, Chloe's Kitchen came to be.
My mom's chocolate chip cookies really started it for me when I was a little kid.
With a wide variety of delicious sweet treats, the 17-year-old who bakes them all and owns the shop might just be the most impressive part.
We're open all day selling everything, and then I'm here until like 9 or 10 usually baking, and then come back here at 5 in the morning to get ready to sell.
Chloe Cutting graduated high school a year early and took the opportunity to jump headfirst into baking.
I've always had an idea that I wanted to have my own business, but it was around last year that I thought I could start baking and see if it would turn into something good like this.
She opened earlier this month in the heart of Harlowton, and business is already booming.
She works really hard at what she does.
Chloe's mom, Megan, is right there by her side at the bakery.
I just do whatever she needs help with.
A helping hand that Chloe says she couldn't have done any of this without.
I just really appreciate my family for helping me.
Whether it's sweet treats or their daily lunch special, you'll be sure to leave Chloe's Kitchen with a full belly and happy heart.
She loves to see everybody happy. That's why she's here doing this, because she likes to make everyone smile.
In Harlowton, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
The University of Montana's 2024 voter survey of public lands reveals 2 major trends. The first survey began over a decade ago to track Montana's public opinion on land and resource issues. Bipartisan polling results reveal 62% of Montanans report a decline in their quality of life over the past 5 years. Officials cite increased development and a changing state character as reasons for that decline. In turn, the last decade shows a slight but steady increase in support for recreation and conservation efforts in the state. A summary of results can be found on our website, ktvq.com.
Still to come on the MTN 530 News on Q2, Making a Difference, a University of Montana program helping people better connect with the world around them. We'll explain next.
And later, time is ticking on TikTok with the national bill on track to clear the Senate. We hear from one of the plaintiffs fighting the state ban.
The MTN 530 News continues right after this.